Back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be giving my picks for UFC on ESPN. Number two, we got Justin Gaethje taking on Edson Barboza in a lightweight showdown. I want to jump right into the main event and get my picks here. I like Justin Gaethje right off the bat, man. I just think that Justin Gaethje is going to be too much for Edson. I think the pressure is going to break Edson later in the fight. Don't get me wrong, Edson has tons of ways of winning this fight here. Throws a lot of spinning back kicks, knees, could even knock you out with the hands. But to me, Edson Barboza, he only has one way of winning this fight by TKO. Gaethje, he could fall back on his wrestling. A lot of people sleep and don't give Justin Gaethje the credit he deserves for his wrestling because he rarely shows it. But I think Gaethje has more tools in his box to get the job done here. And that's why we're going with Justin Gaethje. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Edson is going to have success in the first round or two. Maybe even up leading to the third round. He's going to be very successful. But he tends to slow down. His condition is not the best, as you see how his physical appearance is. He got a lot of muscle on him, man. And those muscles needs a lot of oxygen to breathe. I think that his fighting style is a nightmare for Justin Gaethje. I think that Edson is going to be able to outstrike him in the first round or two, and then he's going to tend to slow down like he usually does. He gets breathing hard, and I think that's going to be a nightmare for him here in this fight. I think Justin Gaethje is the perfect guy to weather the storm against Edson, take the damage, get beat up for a few rounds, and continue to put the pressure on Edson, break him, and get the TKO. You know what I mean? I like to highlight Justin Gaethje getting the fight done here. I mean, Edson, he's one of the best. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? He's lost to Kevin Lee. He lost to Habib. I mean, his striking is good, but he can get caught. He got knocked out by Jamie Varner, WEC dude. He also got knocked out by, he got dropped by Donald Cerrone, and then he got submitted. So, Edson, he's not like he's an unbeatable guy, man. He's got 6 losses. His biggest wins are over guys like Anthony Pettis and Paul Felder, Bobby Green, Benil Dariush. But Justin Gaethje, to me, he's the more hungrier fighter. He's coming from the World Series of Fighting, was a former champ, big TKO win over James Vick. We know he lost to Poirier and Eddie Alvarez, but those are the cream of the crop of the division, dude. Eddie was a champion, a former lightweight champ. Poirier's on his way to fighting for an interim title. So, those 2 losses are not bad to have on your record. Edson Barboza, to me, he's just been through a lot of wars, man. The Habib fight, the Kevin Lee, the Tony Ferguson, the Michael Johnson fight. You know what I mean? They both share one thing in common. They both fought Michael Johnson, but Gaethje actually TKO'd Johnson, and Edson lost to Michael Johnson. But we like to highlight. We got to go with my boy, Justin Gaethje, the highlight. All right, we want to jump in the middleweight division. Get my picks for the Joker versus David Branch here, man. One thing that stands out to me right off the bat, that David Branch is 37 years old, man. He's another guy who was fighting in the World Series of Fighting, was a 2-weight class champ, a light heavyweight champ, and a middleweight champ. We know that David Branch is coming off a TKO loss to Jared Cannonier. He broke in that fight. He looked good for the first round, but it looked like his conditioning wasn't up there. As you can see in the corner, Jared Cannonier, they knew Branch only had 1 takedown left. He shot for that takedown. It was stuff. He got TKO'd. He quit. We've seen the man quit against Luke Rockhold also by ground and pound. So, therefore, I like the man straight out of Sweden. We like the younger youth by 7 years. We got to go with my boy in the bag. We got to go with the Joker. He's going to be bringing us the bag home today. Jack Hermanson all the way, baby. Straight out of Sweden. Sweet 10. Yes, sir. Hermanson all the way. Want to jump in a featherweight fight? We got Michael Johnson taking on Josh Emmett here. Big fight. The return of Josh Emmett after getting TKO by Jeremy Stevens. He's 34 years old and he has less experience than Michael Johnson. So Michael Johnson's a younger guy, but he has way more fights and more experience. He's a taller fighter, more rangier fighter. He has a 74-inch reach compared to the 70. Not a big difference, but I think Michael Johnson will be able to use it at his advantage. He's very quick on his feet, holds big wins over some of the best fighters in the UFC lightweight division, such as Dustin Poirier, big win over Tony Ferguson. So Michael Johnson, when he's on, he could beat anybody, dude. He could beat anyone. He has decent takedown defense, but we've seen it exploited against Habib. But yeah, man, I just watching Josh Emmett pre-fight interview on MMA Junkie. He was just talking about him recovering and all the stuff he had to deal with after the fight with Jeremy Stevens. Mentally, is he there? He was telling me that, every morning he was waking up, it felt like he was on a ship on a worst storm, just everything is spinning and dizzy. Who knows how he's recovered from that? Michael Johnson, he's no stranger to fighting these Team Alpha Male guys. He's fighting against Darren Elkins and Andre Fili. Darren Elkins holds a win over him. Maybe they know the blueprint of beating Michael Johnson. Maybe they know they need to do to get the job done here. But so far, I'm liking my boy the Menace, dog. We got to go Michael Johnson due to the fact that he's a younger fighter with more experience and holds bigger names on his resume. Josh Emmett, really, to be honest, he lost to Des Green. The only guy he has really that stands out to me on his record is Ricardo Lamas. So we got to go Michael Johnson here. We're going to do some pretty quick fights here. We got Paul Craig versus Kennedy here. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that guy's last name from Nigeria. Holy fuck, that's a weird name. But we got to go with Kennedy here. I mean, I know that Paul Craig, he has non-submission wins by victory. He's more experienced. He's been in there with the best of the best. But I just think that his chin is suspect. Getting knocked out by Khalil Roundtree and Tyson Pedro. This guy's similar to those guys. Explosive, tall, hits hard. We got to go with Kennedy here. Easy pick for me. Michelle Watterson taking on Carolina. Yeah, bro. I got to go with Carolina here, getting it done. The karate hottie. Look at that body. Yeah, but we got to go with Carolina here, man. Even though Michelle Watterson's on a 2-fight win streak, we go Carolina. Sadiq Youssef and Shaman Moraes here. We got to go with Shaman, man. Think that the experience is going to play a role, man. 13 fights he has. Sadiq Youssef, only has 9. It's not that big of a difference. But think about the level of competition. This guy fights a beat. He's on a 2-fight win streak in the UFC. His first loss was to Marlon Moraes, who's damn near fighting for a title. So it just shows the level of competition he's faced, and I don't think Sadiq Youssef has fought high-level competition like that, especially coming off of the Dana White Contender Series. But we like Shaman Moraes here getting it done. We got another fight we want to break down here. We got my boy Ray Borg, Casey Kenny. Casey Kenny making his debut on short notice against Ray Borg in the flyweight division. Tough task to complete. Fighting a guy like Ray Borg, who just fought Demetrius Johnson not too long ago for a title. But you never know. You can't count this guy out. As you can see, he's a taller fighter and he holds a reach advantage over Borg. But besides that, it's not too much to talk about. The guy's an LFA dude. But we go Ray Borg here. Another fight we want to talk about is Kevin Holland taking on Gerald GM3, my boy. My boy GM3 in the building. GM3 is coming off a loss to the Joker, Jack Hermanson, who's also fighting on this card. He's a shorter fighter, and he has a 77-inch reach. I think Kevin Holland striking and speed is going to play a big role in this fight. I got to go with my boy, the Trailblazer, Kevin Holland, getting it done here. We're going to talk about another fight. We got the real deal, Ross Pearson, taking on the Predator, Des Green. I got to go with my most confident pick of the card, Des Green. I got to go with Des Green here, man. I just think that Des Green is a younger fighter. You see that Ross Pearson's 34. He's 2 inches shorter. His reach isn't as long as Des. Everything to me says Des Green here. I've been watching Des Green fight all the way in Bellator in the tournaments, bro. When they're fighting every Friday, bro. I watched this guy grow up. Big fan of him. I know he's been in a crazy hectic accident. Hope he recovered. I hope everybody else recovered also from the accident. But yeah, I like Des Green. Ross is just too old, man. He's coming off of a loss. You know what I mean? I just think that Dez is going to kill him, dog. I got Dez. I hate to see Ross get knocked out because I'm a big fan of him. I watched him fight since the Ultimate Fighter. But Dez is too much for him. He's too fast, too quick. Wrestling is decent. We go Dez here. We go the Predator. No real deal this time, brother. No real deal. Alex Perez, Mark De La Rosa. Tough fight to call. Could go either way. Non-confident in this pick. Alex Perez was on a big win streak before he lost to Joseph Benavidez. I like Alex Perez winning this fight. Not confident, like I said. Mark De La Rosa, he could get it done. Won't be surprised if the Bumblebee stings him right on the ass. Bzzz. We got my boy Alex Perez. But yeah, man, that's pretty much my picks. Tell me what you guys think about them. Let me know your picks also. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, we didn't break down every fight, but I'm gonna just give you the entire card. You know what I mean? We're gonna go between Jessica Aguilar. You gotta go with Rodriguez here getting it done. And these are not confident picks, but they're just who I think is gonna win. Kevin Aguilar. We gotta go with Kevin here. And Savanian or whatever her name is. Go her, the Colombian Queen. Queen. That's about it, man. Thank you guys for watching, bro.